clicks, we're fighting for wins.
But the camera's on when you say it.
Right.
So who's playing for the click? I want you to answer this question honestly. Did you hear any other speech that he made the whole season?
Not one.
Y'all don't want to admit that y'all want to hop on a different bandwagon. There's a weird obsession with them Eugene boys in Colorado. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the whole thing where Colorado talked a lot of mess pregame against Oregon, but it really seems like it's something that Oregon as a whole team has taken very personally. And it started a long time ago, right? It started with the whole playing for clicks. It leaked over into a now entered transfer portal offensive lineman throwing Colorado hats and just general disrespect for Colorado and Deion Sanders. So today we're just going to take a peek at it. I think Mr. The Duck, because his name's not Puddles, right? The Puddles is the real Duck. Him, the fake Duck, the Duck guy, his name's Duck. He was calling out Travis Hunter, saying that snaps on his stats. So lots of hatred, lots of beef coming from Oregon side. So we're gonna dive deeper into it and see what's happening here, man. I hope y'all enjoy these videos. If you do, leave a like. If you don't, leave a dislike, man. Like the video, subscribe, hop up and down, do what you need to do, man. Let's get into it. First things first, the goddamn Duck went on the Pat McAfee show and started talking that hot mess, man. Here we go.
I agree. I thought he does not.
Older generation like
you guys.
Give him a hug. Tell him to give him a hug.
He's not good.
Oh, is it because Oregon beat Boise? I said he got a hug.
He said, Ashton Genty, you think he deserves it? Maybe. Travis Hunter's going to win it, but Ashton Genty had a hell of a year, obviously. Hey, Duck, you go to Dan Lanning's team meetings whenever he's describing what he's going to do, whether it's Gladiator thumbs down or it's Inglorious Bastards bashing skulls in like he did against Washington. What's this week's message? Do you know? Is it duck hunt? No. No, you won't say anything.
Mom is the word.
Okay.
He stood writing on his tablet here.
What if you saw him in the back of Dan Lanning's passionate speeches?
Snaps ain't a stat, though.
Oh,
snaps ain't a snap. I mean, not a stat. He says
snaps ain't a stat, though.
Oh,
yeah. So the Duck had to come out, really take his duck balls and just drag them across Travis Hunter's goddamn forehead. It wasn't. Sorry, I muted myself. It wasn't enough that his own fiance started acting up. Apparently at the game, y'all seen it. He wouldn't even give him a kiss. 2 touchdowns, interceptions, 5,000 yards, Heisman hopeful. And you don't give me a hug, son. Prenup. So not only that, now you got a goddamn literate arts media, a gender studies media major in a duck costume telling me snaps aren't stats. And here's what's crazy. Oregon, Ashton Genty went off on y'all. So what are we talking about right now? What's the conversation we have? I'm sorry, the absurdity of a man in a duck costume. It's funny. It's good stuff. I think if I'm being honest with you, not Puddles. His name is the Duck. There's a Puddles that was a duck, but he passed. His name is Puddles. This is not Puddles. Don't call him Puddles because Oregon fans get upset. But this is probably hands down top 5 mascots of all time. I like the shtick. I like that he talks that talk. It's cool. This is all funny. This is all cool. Now what's not funny and what had a little bit of sauce to it was Dan Lanning's original comments that kind of added a lot of seasoning to this flavor. So let's hear about it. Let's hear it.
Not flash, rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man. Right? They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins.
Boom. This is last year, right? This is last year when everybody was pretty up and charged about what Deion Sanders was doing and how he was doing things. But we got a few things that kind of allude to him responding to this point, right? But it doesn't just stop there. We're gonna get to his response. But more importantly, what about this offensive lineman, right? Recently transferred or recently entered the transfer portal, who was supposed to be a Colorado guy, but he pulled the okie doke. I'll let y'all take a peek at it. What's happening now? I don't think that's that big of a deal. I mean, people like throwing hats, but Colorado fans take it personal, and I would take it personal too. This dude is 6'9". Look at him. This is high school, dog. Wonder who he is. Y'all want to see him do? Look at him.
3-point game.
He's catching passes. That was the slowest stiff arm the universe has ever seen. I'm not tackling that.
Now going for 2 to make it a 3-point
Look at
game.
this.
Looking for a
I would be mad too.
Offensive lineman chugging to the end zone for
I would be upset too if we missed out on him. So he's apparently now in the transfer portal. So a lot of people are saying that, you know what I'm saying, he was big click guy, huh? He said he was saying all this and that, and I think to be honest with you, Colorado fans, y'all might be being a little too sensitive. He's a kid. He flipped from Colorado, Oregon. He used y'all for some clicks and likes. He definitely did that. But at the end of the day, I would be ready to come pick him up because I don't think he did anything else crazy. But people acting like this is like some mass disrespect against Colorado. No, dog, it's not. It was just a hat that he threw. He's not disrespecting the flag, okay, or whatever. However y'all feel like y'all alma mater is that important, dog. It's okay. I would get on the fucking phone and get the 6'9", 365 tackle to protect a little Juju's ass. He's fucking 6 foot. Y'all need some twin towers over there to protect that little fucker. But dude's a dog. Dude's gonna be able to whip it. So let's hear what Deion Sanders' immediate response was to the Dan Lanning comments, and then after that, we're gonna talk about
just to
how
say
he did the
contrary to
this is
what
actually cool.
Say.
I'm actually gonna.
But I keep receipts.
He said I keep receipts.
But I'm serious. I analyze and I understand what we're up against and what we have and what we need. One thing that I could say honestly and candidly, you better get me right now. This is the worst we're gonna be. You better get me right now. Now somebody, I got messengers. God bless him though, man. He's a great coach. He did a great job. God bless him. He can take their shots. They won. I don't shoot. I don't do that. They won. I don't say stuff just to say it for a click, you know, contrary to what some may say. But I keep receipts. But I'm serious. I analyze and I understand what we're up against and what we have.
I mean, class personified, but not only class personified, but that's how you really address what it is, because like it kills me that my problem with the whole Colorado's playing for clicks is that it was a bunch of people trying to get clicks by saying Colorado plays for clicks. It's like, dog, I see that none of your other videos get views unless it's Colorado. Yes, me included. I'm sorry about it. Hey, let's be honest. Why do you think I'm making a Colorado video? Let's be transparent now. It brings in the clicks and views. So that's why I don't buy it when y'all say that shit. When y'all say, oh, Colorado just for clicks and views. No, y'all like clicking and viewing Colorado. That's that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I can make 17 Boise State videos. I guarantee you wouldn't equate one Deion Sanders video. But that's as is life, right? So let's hear his I think this is a few months back, obviously on the Full Send podcast, his full response to kind of the sentiments that are within Dan Lanning's thoughts there.
But we got to be on our game. We got to go out and dominate. That's why, it's just like a fight, a boxing match. If it's close, you don't know which way it's gonna go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He talks about how target on your back. Like I always just think about Oregon, the locker room, play for clicks, all that shit.
Well, it's funny how you say that. But the camera's on when you say it.
Right.
So who's playing for the click?
Right. Yeah. You know what? That's a point that I want to talk about too. You give that whole speech to say, "Oh, we don't play for clicks," but you're getting the clicks by saying that. So it is ironic.
Okay. So tell me this. Yeah. I want you to answer this question honestly. Did you hear any other speech that he made the whole season?
Not one.
So who was playing for the click? Like, this is what I really do. Like, since high school, you could date it back on YouTube or whatever. This is what I do with my team.
Yeah.
So this is who we are. It's not playing for something or playing for a click or trying to. Why would I need exposure?
Right. Yeah, it's funny you put it that way. It's ironic.
Why would I need exposure?
Yeah.
Last time I checked,
he's Deion Sanders. He's Deion Sanders. He could fucking fart and people would be paying attention. But I guess they're playing for clicks, man. I guess they're just playing for ideas. It's just, I'm okay with saying, dog, just say Colorado's not good at football, please. Just say that they have an awful offensive game plan. They don't stick with the run enough. They don't mix in their play calling enough. They fall in love with the same 3 plays occasionally. On defense, they don't send enough blitz. Like, can we get to some substantive stuff? Because I got complaints for Colorado, but it seems like the last 2 years has just been, well, I mean, Travis Hunter takes too many snaps. I'm sorry that we've never seen a player do this ever. Jabril Peppers. Sorry, Jabril Peppers is the person y'all think. Y'all keep trying to make Travis Hunter Jabril Peppers. It's not happening. Jabril Peppers played middle linebacker for 3 snaps. They counted that as one of the extra snaps. He is top 5 at both positions. And y'all trying to compare. Deion Sanders has a gold jacket and 2 Super Bowl rings. What the fuck he need to play for clicks for? He started in high school coaching, and only reason he was at JSU is because y'all wouldn't give him a chance at FSU. Let's talk about it. Doig, because I don't know. It's weird to me that a team known for relevance like Oregon is doing a good job at staying relevant by calling out other teams, and that's what they're doing now. Deion Sanders Jr., of course, probably the most active Twitter fingers. But besides Deion Sanders, in the Sanders family, he said, y'all were the number 1 team in the nation, and y'all whooped our ass last year. Why the fuck is bro on there worried about us? Shit is weird as hell. And I think that is my sentiment. He said, you do realize you're trying to argue with a duck. I get it. People like trolling them, but it's and again, I think it's funny. I think the whole duck thing, it's not that serious. I think it's cool. I think it's funny. It's just interesting to me that like where does the hatred even come from, dog? Like, I'm confused. Like, where is the rivalry at? You just don't like their fans? And I'm gonna end this by saying I know the reason why Oregon fans hate Colorado, and nobody wants to talk about it because it's just something that happened in the 2010s. Everybody forgot about it. I was a middle schooler in the 2010s. The original Colorado, the Colorado before Colorado, the bandwagon fun team that people just liked because of clicks, was none other than the University of Oregon. They had the coolest uniforms. They had all the different flavors. They had the Kenyon Barner, DeAnthony Thomas. You had Marcus Mariota, Josh Huff. You had all these amazing players in that amounted to nothing. They won nothing real, right? A few Pac-12 championships, a few Rose Bowls. I'm not mad at you there, but you won nothing when it comes to the BCS, right? Okay? So now that all that happens, and now y'all are finally relevant, and it's now a new fun team with fun uniforms, the black, the gold, yada yada, with fun players, Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders, it's grinding y'all's gears a little bit. Y'all don't want to admit that y'all want to hop on a different bandwagon, and that's okay, dog. That's why Oregon. So it's not actually a mystery. It's funny to pretend it's a mystery. I know what it is. Oregon they're a suppressed fan base of a bunch of bandwagon people, just like Colorado was. Colorado was a similar position. They were mid until a coach came, Chip Kelly, and revitalized what they had going on. Then they got great players, or some great players: Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders, Jimmy Horn, Will Shepard. You got Josh Huff, Kenyon Barner. You got these, and then everyone becomes a fan of them with no real success except regular season success. Colorado, Oregon, they're on the rise. So give y'all about 10 years, Colorado, you might be competing for championships like Oregon is in a powerhouse with an ex-Alabama head coach. Not Alabama head coach, but ex-Alabama coach as your head coach. Hey, you're almost there, Colorado. So that's what it is. I love it, though. They're like joint at the hip. Shout out to Oregon. Again, I was one of those. I wasn't a bandwagon fan. I'm still always a Texas fan, even in the dark ages. And those were the dark ages. What's it called? But that's how that is, man. We're gonna wrap this up. Shout out to Colorado. Shout out to Oregon. Shout out to the evolution of the beautiful game I love, man. Like if you like it, dislike if you don't like it. Is Colorado hating? Is Deion hating? Are people haters? I don't know, man. Like if you like it, dislike if you don't like it. We'll see.